All right. Welcome everyone. This is Yash here from Shardeum Foundation. Welcome to a very special episode of Dapp Library. This is not just the 20th episode of Dapp Library, but we also have wowTalkies with us. So, just in case you guys are new here or don't know what Dapp Library exactly is, this is a place where we showcase the dApps that are being built on Shardium. And one of such dApps is wowTalkies itself. Um, who we have here? We have Ritesh and Himanshu here from wowTalkies, and I think we'll first start with a small introduction about Ritesh, and then Himanshu, and then I think we can move forward. So hi Ritesh, how are you doing? Hi Himanshu, how are you guys doing?
Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're joining from, whatever part of the globe.
Himanshu, are you there? Can you speak?
Yeah, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, great. So, hello everyone. So, just to give a small introduction about myself, I'm into marketing. I handle all the marketing stuff in wowTalkies. So, if you have any questions regarding the product or anything, you can directly reach out to me, and we can discuss on those things. So, that's my role over here at wowTalkies.
Okay, so I forgot to introduce myself. Himanshu is being humble. He handles partnerships as well. I am co-founder, and incidentally, I am the CEO. Couple of decades and more in tech and consulting. Worked across the globe. Worked with organizations large and small. Been in startup-ish kind of organizations for the last 5 or 6 years. In Web3, this is my first foray.
Interesting. So let's move ahead. So as the name says, wowTalkies. I think it has a lot to do with movies, cinemas, stars, and other stuff. So would you like to introduce what exactly wowTalkies is?
Yeah, so I'll take that question. So guys, wow as in WOW, wow as in wonderful, talkies in the Indian way of speaking is a normer for films. So we call cinema halls as talkies, which is why the normal is wowTalkies. So wowTalkies is something related to movies and entertainment, very clear. We are building what we call as a fan engagement platform on Web3. The idea is that fans engage with the platform, engage with a like-minded community of fans inside the platform. They engage with each other as well, and then as part of this engagement, over a period of time, they graduate up a fan leaderboard to become super fans. So essentially, the wowTalkies proposition is that we make movie fans super fans. They can proclaim their fandom from the top of the word. Here, the word is the digital media, the wowTalkies platform per se. We also do collectibles as part of this entire process of a fan to super fan journey. We do immersive experiences. We do content. We also do what we call as tech-led utilities. Tech-led utilities lend additional value to collectibles. We use a lot of deep AI, AR, and deep tech to do these tech utilities. The beauty is that with tech, the utilities can scale. The collectible utility is not just fixated on IRL events. That's who we are. That's what we are building. This is unique. It's not been attempted either in Web 2 or Web 3 before in the entertainment scheme of things. People in sports do some sort of fan engagement, but that is more from a fantasy gaming perspective, not really from a fan to super fan journey, as well as from a tech-led utility perspective. So yes, long answer to a short question, Yash. But yeah, this is who we are, and this is what we do.
I think that's completely perfect what you answered. So if I talk about myself, I am a huge cinema fan, and since you guys are here, I think this is one of the interesting things, one of the interesting interviews that I'm taking today. So yeah, pretty exciting. And so as you as you just said, you turn fans into super fans. I would like to know, who are these people behind wowTalkies who are doing this amazing stuff?
Yeah. So we're still very early in our journey. We are a team of 7. Two of us are on the call. We are three co-founders, me, Sai, and Curry. We've worked together before in our previous avatars in consulting for organizations across the globe. I mean, the idea of wowTalkies is born out of something that we did for football fans in Europe. The property was called Dugout. It merged with OneFootball in 2020, 2021. I don't remember the exact year. But then now the merged property is the largest digital platform for football fans across the globe. We have been sports fans. We are inveterate movie fans, all three of us. I've won all film and movie quizzes in college. I had the best library of movie-themed books. Ask me something about things that I love: Game of Thrones, Mission Impossible, Marvel. More often than not, I'll be able to give you the right answer. I'm an encyclopedia that way, and so are Sai and Curry. So we said that, hey, we have some experience in doing fan engagement. This is something that is closer to our heart. So why not delve a bit deeper, put our money where our mouth is, and try and build something that is for movie fans. So, which is why we are doing what we're doing.
Pretty interesting. So again, as you mentioned, you are yourself a huge movie fan out there. So I want to understand, and as you mentioned that you are the first folks trying something out in Web3 space, which is like a fan engagement platform. So what I want to ask you is, why is wowTalkies exactly needed?
So it's very simple in the sense that so there is when the House of Dragons released, right? There was this great noise around Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. People jumped around to watch it the first time it released. The viewership was sky high. We discussed on our WhatsApp groups on what would we like about episode 1. We discussed as to where did Daemon's Valerian sword come from, stuff like that, right? That is from a very international perspective, Game of Thrones. But then all of us have these national presences as far as films are concerned. And we spend a lot of time in our professional and personal endeavors discussing things around this on various methods of discussion. We also try and do a lot of browsing around, this actor played Daemon, what was his filmography earlier, where did he get this Valerian sword from, there was this dragon that he rides, how does it compare to the dragon that the other side rides, the green side rides, stuff like that, right? We're spending time doing that. Now, what if in some manner this time that we spend, we were able to monetize? And why are we doing it? Because, we are fans of that particular entertainment property. And then in some manner, we are also trying to profess our fandom. We are trying to say that I know more than Yash, you, for example. If somebody posts on a WhatsApp group that, hey, what is Damon's genealogy, then people compete to put the response first. So there is an innate matter of friendly competition as well. So there is this crying need, as we believe, of doing something that is competition, content, contest, fan-led in a community manner, and also in a digital paraphernalia. This is very community-led puzzle. It is a multi-sided network as well. Lends itself beautifully to Web3 because Web3 is the best method of self-incentivization. There is this entire thing waiting to be done and captured. I think it was a no-brainer. We should attempt something like this and see as to where it goes.
Definitely a pretty interesting stuff. So like as you mentioned, how I am a huge Breaking Bad fan. Not just Breaking Bad fan, I am to be more so let's say if I talk about cinemas, web series and other things, animes and all of that, what I do is I always search on Wikipedia, just like how you mentioned, right? I just check, what this actor has worked on, which movies and other stuff. So yeah, I kind of relate to where are you coming from. So what I want to understand here, one thing. So I think you guys launched on Shardeum a few, maybe a few weeks ago. The partnership and the integration was announced. So how has the response been so far from Shardeum community to you guys?
Yeah, the response has been wonderful. We were on an L2. We launched on an L2, and then we got talking with the Shardeum community and the Shardeum partnership team, and we saw great value for migrating to Shardeum. I mean, what we're trying to build is population scale. It needs scale. It needs block space. It needs speed. It needs minimum transaction costs, and it needs to scale. Yeah, which is why it was not so much of a puzzle. It was a very easy decision to say let's migrate to Shardeum and build along with Shardeum as Shardeum builds towards its mainnet launch. I mean, both the ecosystems can feed off each other and help each other. We launched the content and collectibles marketplace in Shardeum first. We migrated it, I think, somewhere around the 2nd or 3rd week of April. And amazingly, in 4 days, the entire collection sold out. So we launched with a specific collection pieces because it was a testnet launch. We wanted to explore the waters, and we were pleasantly surprised that everything sold out 4 days. And we were left, what should I say, craving for the main net, because while we sold out the testnet, we did not financialize it. So we are waiting with our bated breath that we get to mainnet as soon as possible, and then the first we are able to give the Shardeum community and a great fan experience, and as part of that, everybody benefits. We earn revenue on the mainnet as well. So we sold out, yeah. The app with the tech-led utilities, that's still migrating. It's in the process. We are working with the Shardeum technical team for a couple of things that we need on the deep tech side that both of us need to just fine tune. Yeah, so short, again, I'm giving long answers to whatever you're asking, Yash, but we sold out.
Interesting. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to react wow here, but then again, I'm new to stages and I don't know how to react. Maybe there's no option to react. But yeah, that's there. I think if people are also liking it, maybe they can just drop some emojis on general chat if they're listening to us right now. So that's there. And again, as you mentioned, you guys got sold out. That's pretty interesting. What I wanted to understand here, one thing is, you are building in a complete new space, something which not a lot of people are doing in Web3. There's no cheat sheet available, right? Let's say if I'm building a DEX, or let's say if I'm building a launchpad, there's already multiple DEXs out there, multiple launchpads out there. I can learn from others. So what I want to understand from you, since you guys are new, you guys are doing something which has never been done before, what are your strategies to grow wowTalkies?
Borrowing a bit from Web3, from traditional social fundamentals, I'll not call it Web2. Yeah. That's the only example that we can take, right? Fan engagement is very experiential, community-led. It is a social endeavor. So maybe those are the principles that we can work on and take inspiration from. We envisage the entire fan engagement piece to be 3 pillars, and that's what our platform strategy is. The first base pillar is content-led networks. Community-led networks. So essentially, everything happens in an engage-to-earn model on the platform with a like-minded community of fans. Each community, for instance, the House of Dragons community is a mini DAO. It is a mini atomic network by itself. And the so-called community lead have the autonomy to lead the community in the manner that they think is best for the House of Dragons, for example. So that's the base layer. That is where the repeat traction will come from. That is where the fan to superfan journey will manifest itself. That is where a majority of the engage to earn will happen. Yeah, that is where the network will run. That's the base pillar. I call it the base layer. Yeah, it's the base pillar as well as the base layer. The second pillar is the content and experiences pillar. So where all the content pieces will be created, which will anyway feed the base layer of the community-led network. The third pillar is the tech-led utility pillar. And the tech-led utility pillar will basically scale the other two pillars. Now, the interesting thing is that all three pillars can exist on their own. So the content and experiences pillar, community creates content, the content is monetized, celebrities create collectibles, it can exist by itself. Since there is content, there is tech-led utility. Tech-led utility can be scaled even with content that wowTalkies creates, so that's a pillar by itself. And the community-led networks can run by itself even if content by the community was not monetized in the content pillar, if it is just monetized there itself. So the idea is that the sum of the parts will be bigger than the whole, and then initially users will come to enjoy the tool. So the content-led experiences pillar will have tools. The tech-led utility pillar will have tools. And then as there is some traction that is developed, people will stay for the network. So, I mean, it's a cool philosophy as far as building network-led businesses is concerned. It's called come for the tool and stay for the network. Yeah, which is how we visualize that this entire theory of what we believe will translate into practice. Immediate distribution we will get from content partnerships that we already have. We will also use nifty hacks of, for instance, if there was a House of Dragons community, we will ask existing Twitter users of the House of Dragons handle or the HBO handle to say that, hey, guys, there is this nice nifty community that we are building. Come over here. Please profess your fandom here as well. You don't need to leave Twitter. You just need to engage a bit of time here. And then we will incentivize people who are early adopters. Hopefully, by that manner, the initial communities will work, and we will get through the tipping point where the communities will run by their own. So again, long answer to a short question, but that is how we believe that this thing will scale.
I think you are not giving long answers. This is because this is something I've noting down. I've been noting down so that that is something I can also learn from and work on. So one thing that I wanted to ask you, and you mentioned about this, what exactly is engage to earn? Can you elaborate on what engage to earn is exactly?
Yes, I'll give you an example in the sense that, for instance, if you were to join House of Dragons community, then in which case you were asked a series of questions to profess as to whether you are a fan or not a fan. For each quiz that you answer, you get points. Now, who creates the quiz? Yash, you as the community moderator of House of Dragons, you create the quiz. You need to be at a certain level higher up in House of Dragons community to be able to create the quiz. You stake the existing points that you have in order to publish the quiz, and then as people like me take the quiz to become a part of the community, you earn your staked points back and you earn more. So very, very simply put, these are just two examples of how people will engage with the platform to earn over a period of time.
Got it. Interesting stuff. So I think one thing that I also wanted to ask from you, since you've been, I think you explained a lot of things here. I want to understand what exactly is in store for folks who are listening to us right now. Is there any exciting thing that folks here should look forward to?
Absolutely, you should look forward to the launch of the app on the tech-led utility app on the Shardeum testnet as soon as we can get all the tech gizmos figured out. You will love it. When I say you, everybody who were co-community members will love it. You will love the tech-led utilities that scale the collectibles. Some of whom might have been attempted in the Web 2 paradigm before. But then we are bringing a lot of things together, and then we are following the engaged to one model. So that is something that you should immediately look forward to, maybe in the next couple of months. We are launching a generative NFT collection, which is movie themed. We are launching it because a lot of entertainment production houses that we're speaking to want to launch it on their own, but then they are asking for a proof point to say that, hey, does this actually work, which is movie entertainment themed, especially in this part of the world, India, that we are currently building for. So that's gonna come through in the next 2 to 3 months as well. Not really sure whether the NFT collection will come first or the app will come first, but the time frame seems to be as we plan, somewhere around a quarter, so you should look forward to that. And then the beta for the community-led network leaderboard app. That's a bit further away. I think, since there will already be a bit of bandwidth spent in launching the app and launching the Genesis NFT collection. This will be pushed somewhere 2 months later to us launching the first two. So that's 5 months away. But yeah, these two big projects will launch soon. The collectibles marketplace that is already live, we'll have some cool stuff coming there as well. So that will keep folks interested till the tech-led utility app comes up. So we are excited, and hopefully we're able to excite members of the community as well.
We are excited as well. I can see here folks there's this guy, he has a Doraemon profile picture. There's this another guy, he has Doctor Strange profile picture. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people here. I think they are also waiting. So now we've had a lot of chat about what you are building, what are the things that you are working on, what's coming up. How about you just demonstrate us live here, your platform, and what are the things ahead? So maybe people would.
Yes, we can. How much time do we have? We will need at least 10 minutes for the demo.
You have the time. You have the time.
So I will hand over the floor to Himanshu. Himanshu, there you go.
Okay, cool. So let me just confirm I'm audible to all of you or not. Also, let me also share my screen so that you can see. So 1 minute. Cool. So I just shared my screen. Let me know if you're able to see my mobile screen or not.
Yes, you are completely audible, and we can see your screen.
Got it. Cool. So what what I'm going to showcase first will be the mobile app that we have with the tech-led utilities, and then I will go to my laptop and show you the NFT marketplace as well. So just let me open my wowTalkies app. So this is the wowTalkies app that you are able to see. Okay. And let's start with our home screen first. So this is the home screen. Okay. Initially, when you are signing up for the first time, you will see a sign up button, and then you click on sign up button and you fill the details, and you will be able to log in into the application, and you will be able to see this home screen. Okay. In the home screen, you will be able to see a few things. Number one is the points earned. I guess Ritesh is already mentioning about the pointing system that we have in our platform, where if user is performing certain task, they will be earning certain points, and those points can be redeemed for a certain number of tokens, NFT airdrops, and lot more things. Okay. So here, if you click on this button, it will show you a button called claim. You click on claim button, and you will be able to see the airdrops that are there, and you can able to claim those airdrops. Okay. I will show you their claiming functionality as well on the applications. Below the pointing system, you will see all the hot trades Okay, the one thing that I wanted to tell you, like we don't have an NFT marketplace integrated with the mobile phone as of now. We for now you have to go to the NFT marketplace website, and from there you have to buy the NFTs. So that is the flow as of now. Okay. The third thing that you will see is the all the NFTs that I own. Okay, so these are the NFT that I am owning. Whatever you see is just for a demonstration purpose. This is not an IP protected as of now. So it's more like a testnet product. So everything you will see is like a normal content. And at the bottom you will see all the trending collections that we have. Okay. If you go to the next thing, that is the wallet segment. Okay, so this is where we have worked with our own SDK. So we have created our own wallet SDKs where you can create your own wallet, and you can also export this wallet if you want. Okay. Also, if you look at here, we have two options. You can create your own wallet, or you can import your wallet. So if you have already EVM wallet that you can easily import in, or if you don't have IBM wallet, you can click on create new wallet, and then you can follow the normal procedure of wallet creation, and then you can create your wallet. Okay. So this is how the wallet segment will be look like. Okay, and in the wallet segment you will also be able to see all the NFT that you own. Okay. The next segment that is there is the profile segment. Okay, in profile segment you will be able to see your details, settings, and all those things. Okay. Now what I'm going to tell you, like the special features that we have within the applications. Okay, so we talked about some techlet utilities that we have. Okay, we have different utilities with different types of NFTs, and I will be demonstrating one by one all the utility that we have. Okay, the first utilities that we have is the AR filter utilities. Okay, so let's say you like Chris mask, let's say you like the mask of like any character. Okay, so what you can do, you can create that mask as an NFT, and then you can use it as a face filter. Okay, so if you click on this face filter, and then you can see the mask in my face. Okay, so this is the one utility that we have created, and the good part is like you can also share this with your colleagues and friends. Okay, so that can be like showing more fandom towards the particular characters. Okay, so let's say you like Chris, you can use the same face. You can use a Chris face mask, and then you can also share this with your connections, or you can share in social media. Okay. The next utilities that we have is the face filter. Okay. Face swap. Okay, so in face swap, what you can do, let's say you wanted to be an actor. Okay, or if you wanted to get yourself face swapped with some actor. Okay, that can be done. Okay, so you can click on the face swap button. So there is two ways. Either you can upload your image and then you can do the face swap, or you can create your image instantly and do the face swap. Okay, that is also a possibility. Okay, so what I have done, I have already some images clicked in, so I just choose one of that image and I'm using that for face swapping. Okay, it will take some time because again it's in the testing phase as of now. So that's why so now you can see the swapped image. Okay, and you can also share this image if you want. Okay, so we have the button where you can share this with your friends as well. Okay, so this is also one feature that we have integrated with the NFTs. Okay, the next feature that we have is the AR background. So let's say you're sitting in a meetings. Okay, and you want to change the background. Okay, you can do that as well. Okay, so this is just an NFTs, and so you can see my background is changed now. So I have a background which is of KBC. If you're watching KBC, that no, it's I guess this is a background from this Kapil Sharma. So if you watch that one, so this is the background from Kapil Sharma. Okay, so we that can be also done. The last feature that we have is the AR avatar. Okay, so let's say you have some AR avatar. You can have that AR avatar as an NFT, and then you can place it anywhere you want. Okay, so you can place it. It is taking some time in loading because again it is in beta. So like most of the time, server takes time. So you can also place that AR characters anywhere you want. I guess it's still in loading. Okay, I will try that again. What is the problem? Okay, is my screen still shared? I don't know, I guess the application stopped.
Yeah, we can still see you.
Okay. Is my screen also visible now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Let me reopen it. Cool. So these are the NF features that we have in our platform. Okay, and you can, the next thing that you can also do, that is a discover segment. In the discover segment, you will be able to see all kind of NFTs. Okay, and also we have something called filter. Okay, so you can filter the NFTs as you want. Okay. So here you, when you click on try filter, then you get the different options, like what type of NFT you want. Okay, you want NFT with utilities or without utilities, and based on that you can filter them out, and you can purchase your NFTs. Okay, that is there. Okay. We have also introducing some new features which also include renting, lending, voting, and rating. Okay, so which means you can also vote for your favorite movie. So let's say you like Top Gun or Jurassic World or any other movies. Okay, you can select your movie, select the movie you want to vote for, and then you can vote for it. Okay, so that is also there. It is still in beta, like we are still testing it. So you can also vote for your favorite movie. The next thing that can be done is the ratings. Okay, so you can also rate your movies. So let's say you want to rate Jurassic World, you can click on the rate. You tell the, like, you can type, you can rate the movie, type your password, and click on it, and it will be done. Okay, so you can also rate the movies. We have also integrated a feature where you can also rent the NFTs. Okay, so let's say you don't have an NFT, but you wanted to use that feature. Okay, you can click on renting and you can rent the NFT you want to. Okay, so you can select any of these NFTs and use it for renting. Okay, you click on rent button, type your password, and then you click on number of days you want to rent for, and then it will tell you how much matic you will be required, and then you click on rent NFTs and it will be done. Okay, so renting is something that you can also do. Now, apart from renting, you can also lend your NFT. Let's say you already have some NFT that you wanted to lend that NFT to somebody, that can also be done. So you just click on the NFT, click on lend NFT, type your password. You can also select the amount, and then you can click on lend NFTs, and that can be done. So this is something which you can also do. So we have renting, lending, voting, rating. That is also an alpha features that we are still working on, and that is also possible within the applications. Okay, so this is how the application will look like. Okay, so we have just shown you the current version of the application with the current feature that we have on the applications. We have more feature coming in that will have community based model where people can able to create the content, play quizzes, they can able to join the communities. We can have leaderboard concept, they can earn points, those points can be converted into tokens, they can earn NFTs, they can join their favorite communities, create content on those communities, monetize their content. So there are a lot of things that is still in development where content monetization can also be done by the fans.
So just to add, whatever Manchu showed, everything is on the chain. So the renting contract, the voting contract, the renting, lending, everything is on chain. All the data manifestations are on chain. Each NFT has its tech-led utility and along with its metadata. So it is embossed, engrossed along with the NFT. The utility extends with the NFT, even if the NFT is sold in the secondary market. Yeah. Very intrinsic, very tied in. So while a lot of the AI and AR is at the application layer, so I mean, Himanshu was not able to show the AR maybe because the AR engine on his phone ran into some issues, but that's on the app layer. But the very fact that he has this AR avatar, he's using it to create, he's using it to to create a photo while putting it in his in his workspace. He's sharing it out, etc. All that data is manifested on chain.
Trust me when I say this, So when Himanshu turned on his camera and used that Krish mask as a filter, you guys caught me off guard, man. That was very interesting stuff that you guys have. One more thing that I saw and like which really interested me is the rating system that you have. So Ritesh, as you mentioned that everything is on chain. So this rating system is on chain as well, right?
Absolutely. So in which case, I mean, this is all fan led, right? So if somebody loves Pathan or Kisi Ka Bhai, Kisi Ki Jaan, they love it, right? It's manifested on chain. You're only able to rate it once, and Himanshu was only able to do it if he entered his password, right? He was justifying that it was Himanshu who had put that data. Yeah. So which gives great credence to this entire thing around rating and voting. Yeah. So a movie is popular is manifested on chain to say that hey, the ratings cannot be manipulated. It's very Web3 in that sense.
Pretty interesting stuff. Again, I'm looking forward to the mainnet. And so, talking about mainnet, as you guys are on beta as well. So, wanted to ask you how prepared are you guys for mainnet and what can we look. When we talk about mainnet, what are the things that we can look from you guys when it comes to the mainnet?
So on the mainnet, the app will. Also depends upon the timeline of the mainnet and where we are, where whatever shape the app is in. So as I explained earlier as part of this conversation, whatever Himanshu demonstrated moves on to the Shardeum testnet in the next 2 to 3 months. The generative NFTs hopefully launch on the the generative NFTs have to launch on the mainnet. So we need to figure out as to what the timelines for that are. But then the entire community-led network fan engagement leaderboard is a 9-month roadmap. Features keep on getting added every iteration of 4 weeks. So wherever we are as a composite whole of a fan coming in, enjoying stuff, and at the same time being able to complete his journey on the app is what gets launched on the mainnet. Yeah, it's a moving target because we are developing as we speak, and the mainnet comes sometime later. We are also working with the Shardeum tech team on mutual dependencies. So yeah, that's what will happen, Yash.
Got it. I think we are excited. People are excited. I am super excited for this. So yeah, I think I have covered all the things that I had, all the questions that I had, and yeah, if you guys have anything that you want to add before we wind up this session, please feel free to.
Yeah, I am good. I had a lovely time talking about what we do and why we do it. Excellent, and thank you for whoever spent time in listening to us. I mean, while guys are listening, it is great encouragement for us, right? We are encouraged just by the participation. So thank you.
Definitely, Shardium community is gonna spread their love and they'll show you their love. So, yeah, we are very excited and thank you so much for coming in. And everybody who joined in, we'll see you on another week. We'll see you in another episode of Dapp Library. So again, thank you so much everyone who joined in. And again, thank you Ritesh, thank you Himanshu. It was lovely talking.
Cheers, guys.
Cool, I guess before we wind up, so there is one thing that I would like to say. So people, like all the people who are here, they can go to our website, sign up for this beta testnet. So we are also selecting users for the testnet. So if you wanted to test the product out, you can sign up, or you can also ping me directly over the Telegram that you wanted to use the product, or you wanted to share your opinion, feedback, anything that you want. Feel free to ping me. We will be more than happy to share the test, like the application test net, so that you can test that out, share the feedbacks. And the best part is, like, we will be giving giving you the test product, and also all the testers will be able to see the what we are building. and it will help us in building the product and making it more attractive for the fans. So anyone who wanted this, reach out to me. You can also ping me directly, or you can reach out to Yash or anybody. Like, I'm more than happy to share the detail of the product. Okay, and we have a lot of benefits for the testers.
Himanshu, you can, if that is something you can share with public, you can directly share it here in the chat as well. So people can just go there and download and start using the app. So yeah, that is something you can do on the chat.
Cool. So I guess we don't have a public launch as of now. It's more like a private thing. So I have to share over the mails. But what you can do, I'll send you the wowTalkies website where you can register yourself, from where I can get the mail ID. So anyone wanted to test the product, they can send it via the mail, and I will send them the beta access via email. So you have to just keep checking your emails and you will get the access to the mails. That can be done.
Got it. You can just drop the link here. And yeah, I think that's about it. We are done. Thank you so much again, everybody who joined in. And thank you, Ritesh. Thank you, Himanshu. It was lovely talking to you. See you super soon, guys. Have a good day.